You have studied about triangles and their various properties in your earlier classes. Can you tell me what is a triangle? A triangle is a polygon with three sides. A triangle is a polygon with three sides. Now consider the triangle. Three sides. Let us consider triangle ABC. A triangle has three sides. And three angles. Here what are the three sides? AB, BC and CA. What are the three angles? Angle A, angle B and angle C. So triangle has three sides and three angles. Triangle has six parts. Triangle has six parts or six elements. We know that two copies of same photographs. Now see, these are the two copies of photograph of the same size. If you put on one another, these two will be coincide each other. So these two photographs are identical. If you take two 1 rupee coins printed in the same year. Now see, these two are the 1 rupee coins minted in the same year. If you put one on another, these two coins coincide each other. If you see, these two are 1 rupee coins, but these two are not minted in the same year. If you put one on another, are these coincide? No, these two are not coincide. Only these two are coincide and these two are coincide. Next, if you see bangles of same size, we place one another, these two are coincide. Now see, if you see, these two are the two sticker packets of same company. If you put one on another, these two are coincide. What do you call such figures? These two are coincide, these two are coincide, and these two are photographs coincide, two bangles coincide, two sticker packets are coincide, two 1 rupee coins of same year minted are coincide. So this type of figures are called congruent figures. What do you call such figures? Congruent figures. So how to define the congruent figures? What do you call such figures? Congruent figures. Then how to define the congruent figures? Congruent figures means figures whose shape and sizes are same. Congruent figures means figures whose shape and sizes are same. Same. Now consider two circles. It is a circle of radius 2 centimeters. It is a circle of radius 1 centimeter. The size of the circle depends upon radius. Now here the radius is 2 centimeters, here the radius is 1 centimeters. Can you say these two circles are congruent? Both are having the same shape, but what about the size? Congruent figures means shape and size should be same. Here these two are circle shape, but size is different. So these two are not congruent figures, just similar figures. Shape is same. The figures shape is same and different sizes are called similar figures. We will discuss in 10th class. Now we will discuss only congruent figures. So these two are not congruent figures. Why these two are not congruent? Size is different. So when do you say two circles are congruent? Two circles are said to be congruent. They should have same radii. When do you say two circles are congruent? If two circles are congruent, if two circles are congruent, then radii should be equal. Then their radii should be equal. In general, sides, note, remember this one point. In general, sides decide the size, sides decide the size, and angles decide the shape. Sides decide the size and angles decide the shape. In square, what is the angle? In square, each angle is 90 degrees. In square, each angle is 90 degrees. And all sides are equal. So when do you say two squares are congruent? The size of the square depends upon length of the side. Suppose if it is 2 centimeters, then this should be also 2 centimeters. Then we can say that these two squares are congruent. Square ABCD is congruent to square PQRS. So two squares are said to be congruent. They should have same sides. Two squares are said to be congruent. They should have same sides. When do you say two rectangles are congruent? In the previous we observed the two sticker packets of same company. Now these two are in rectangle in shape. These two are in rectangle shape. So when do you say these two are congruent? If the length and breadth of the two rectangles are equal, then we can say that those two rectangles are congruent. Two rectangles. When they have same length and breadth. Let us discuss the congruence of triangles. When do you say two triangles are congruent? So let us discuss the congruence of triangles. Congruence of triangles. Two triangles are congruent if and only if three sides and three angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and the angles of other triangle. Then we can say that those two triangles are congruent. Now let us consider two triangles. See, triangle ABC, triangle A, B, C, P, Q, R. If you superimpose one triangle on another, this is the triangle ABC and this is the triangle PQR. If you superimpose one on another, see, the triangle PQR coincides with the triangle PQR coincides with the triangle AB. If you superimpose triangle ABC on triangle PQR, this ABC exactly coincides with the triangle PQR. Now which parts are the coincident parts in triangle ABC and triangle PQR? The A coincides with P, A coincides with P, A, or we can write A covers P, B covers Q, C covers A covers, what is angle A covers angle P, angle B covers angle Q, angle C covers angle R. The side AB covers side PQ, side BC covers side QR, side AC covers side PR. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. This is a symbol for showing the congruency. Already you learned the congruence of triangles in 7th class. So directly I am using this one. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, there is one correspondence between the vertices. That is angle A, you can write it as the one correspondence. Angle A, corresponding part of A is angle P. Angle B corresponding part is angle Q. Angle C corresponding part is angle R. Corresponding part of AB we can write as PQ. BC corresponding part is QR. AC corresponding part is PR. AB corresponding part PQ, BC corresponding part is QR, AC corresponding part is PR. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Is it necessary to write the corresponding parts of vertices, correspondence of vertices correctly for writing a congruence of triangles? Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle RPQ. Is it correct? No. It is necessary to write the correspondence of vertices correctly for writing of congruence of triangles. So this is true and this is wrong. It is necessary writing the corresponding parts. Now in earlier classes you have learnt 4 criteria for congruence of triangles. Let us recall them. Conditions of congruence of two triangles. How many conditions are there? You have this chapter in 7th class. So can you tell me how many conditions are there? 4 conditions. How many conditions are there? 4 conditions. Can you tell me that 4 conditions? Yes. What are they? First one is SAS criteria. Second one is ASA criteria. Third one is SSS criteria. Fourth one is RHS criteria. Can you tell me that definitions of the criteria? Did you remember that? Yes. Now we'll recall that. First one is SAS. If two sides and the included angle of one triangle, if two sides and included angle of one triangle are respectively equal to two sides and included angle of another triangle, then we can say that those two triangles are congruent. Now see the example. In triangle ABC, triangle PQR. Here AB is equal to PQ, AC is equal to PR, and angle A is equal to angle P. Two sides, and this angle A is included angle of AB and AC. Two sides PQ and PR. Here angle P is the included angle of PQ and PR. So these two triangles are congruent under SAS condition. Now second one is ASA. Two angles on one side, two angles and one side of one triangle are respectively equal to two angles and the corresponding side of another triangle. Then we can say that these two triangles are congruent. Now let us see an example. Triangle ABC, angle A, PQR. Angle A is equal to angle P, corresponding part of A is P. Corresponding angle B is equal to angle Q, and then BC is equal to QR. Here AC we can use it as AAS also. ASA we can use it as AAS also. ASA is nothing but AAS also. Two angles on one side, two angles and corresponding side of another triangle. Then we can say that these two triangles are congruent. So here ABC triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, and which condition? AAS condition. AAS and ASA both are same. Next one, third one is SSS. Three sides of one triangle are respectively equal to three sides of another triangle, then these two triangles are congruent. Let us consider an example. Triangle ABC, triangle PQR. Here suppose AB is 4 centimeters, PQ also 4 centimeters. BC is equal to 5 centimeters, here Q also 5 centimeters, AC 3 centimeters, PR 3. Now AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, AC is equal to PR. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR under which condition? SSS condition. Three sides of this triangle ABC are respectively equal to three sides of triangle PQR. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Next, what is the third one? Fourth one, sorry, RHS. Hypotenuse and side of one triangle, one right triangle are respectively equal to hypotenuse and side of another right triangle then we can say that these two right triangles are congruent. It is a right angle triangle ABC. It is a right angle triangle PQR. So AB is equal to PQ and AC is equal to PR. We can say that triangle ABC, here Q is also 90. Triangle ABC is right triangle, triangle PQR is also right triangle. Here this is right angle at B, here this is right angle at Q. So these two triangles are congruent triangles. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. RHS congruency. So these conditions already we discussed in the previous classes, just we recall them. Now in this class we will discuss how to prove them theoretically. We will learn in this class how to prove them theoretically. So we will prove these conditions by theoretically. That means we have prove them by theorems.